Hello and welcome to Abashed Pursuit. Today I'm going to review the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. God, I have waited for this movie. After a lot of delay, this movie finally got released in India, and thank you, Vivek, for taking me out for this one. A huge shout out to Matt Rust. Hey Matt, this review today goes out to you. Let's get down to it. Written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, this is dipped in nostalgia about what happened back in the day, back in the 1960s in LA. Even the introductory Columbia Pictures piece went old school and they showed what used to be back then. What is the story all about? The story is all about the life and times of Rick Dalton, Cliff Booth, and Sharon Tate. Rick Dalton, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, is a Western TV star, and he's just starred in a hit Western called Bounty Law, and he's often made to play these negative characters, and the anti-heroes, the bad guy, and he wants to change that. He wants to be the leading cast, and he's a terrific actor. Also with him is Mr. Cliff Booth, who is more like a brother and less like a wife to Rick Dalton. Brad Pitt is exceptional. He's a war veteran and has probably killed his wife. He lives in a trailer with his pit bull Brandy. Then you have Sharon Tate being played by Margaret Robbie, who is an up and coming superstar, and she's just done a movie called Wrecking Crew and has come to LA with her husband, director Roman Polanski, and she's staying right next to Mr. Rick freaking Dalton. That is it. I'm not going to reveal anything else. This movie is a complete experience. You get to experience this whole world that was there, and I love something about these movies wherein they are so mesmerizing that you lose sense of your own reality and you are just drawn to that world and you are just exploring that world, without any concerns, and full on into that zone about how things were and just enjoying every single piece that comes by. A little philosophy that I would like to talk about. Let us consider life as a human being. Consider your friend as the person who controls life, and you being the person who has experienced, there are moments in your life which you can categorize that, yeah, these moments were great, these days were phenomenal. And then there are days which will be like, that went by, nothing exciting happened that day. So for you, you might value those invaluable days too much, right? But what about life? Does life really care which day went too extravagant and which day was meh? No, life doesn't care. Life just rolls through. Just another day at work. That is what I like about Quentin Tarantino movies. You're watching that movie and you're watching three individuals lead their lives, some events happening, important, unimportant, very important, I don't know, but it's just happening. It is happening and you're just enjoying that, you're just watching that. Is it going to take us somewhere? Does this have some purpose to serve later in the story? No, that is never the concern, right? You can feel that this is not the concern from the director or from the actors or from the characters as well. These are events that are just happening. So, what next? What do you think? Will the story finally do some justice? Maybe the story does not care about doing any justice. So, sometimes even existence is beautiful, and that is what you will feel in this movie. The struggles, the challenges, the way life was back then, the old Taco Bell stores, the old ranches, the old drive-through when you can watch movies, open theaters. What was it back then? Just experience it. Don't judge it. Don't evaluate it. Don't rate it. That is why I'm not going to rate this movie as well. That's it. Maybe existence is beautiful. Those cameos that you might think, those cameos, the special appearance, they came, they did their part and they went. Nothing grandiose about that. That is beautiful, right? Just happening, nothing else. I would recommend you to watch this scene with a lot of focus.
That was the best acting I've ever seen in my whole life.
Once in a lifetime, something like this will pass by. Watch this scene when you see it in the movies. Also, when you're done with the movie, I want you to go to Wikipedia and read about the movie, what actually happened, and the whole story, right? It'll give you a sense of satisfaction. That's it. That's it from my end. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a good weekend, have a good time at the movies, and see you all very soon in my next review.